Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike at TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Sports Coach 390 motorhome. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's talk about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration are your slides. There's plenty of room for your slides to come in and out unhindered. Preferably nothing hanging over top of them, even though you have slide toppers. Don't need sap or anything dripping down on top of your slide toppers. Another thing I want you to consider is where your power and water connections are going to be. Your docking station is going to be just ahead of the rear tires on your driver's side. And then your power is going to be almost all the way at the rear on your driver's side. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. So first thing you're going to do is come up inside your rig here. Key has to be turned to power. Then we'll turn on our auto leveling system. All you have to do at this point is click auto. Auto is going to run all of them down. Get your unit nice and level. Put back off. Once we've got our unit stabilized, we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Coming back around to your docking station. City water connections over here. So first and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You always want to use this when putting fluid into your unit here. Hook up your hose to your city water connection, but don't turn it on yet. Let's go find your hot water heater. So over here on your campsite, all the way at the rear of the unit, is your hot water heater. All we're going to do at this point is put our drain plug back in. We may have left it out the last time we were camping. Put that back in there nice and snug, and then you can go ahead and turn your water on. Now if your hose has been on for a while, go to the hot water tap that's furthest from this hot water heater, turn that on. It's not going to be hot yet, but once water starts coming out of it, you know your hot water heater is full, and then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Shut your valve off, come back here around to your docking station. Let's say we're going to go camping and we're going to use potable water. Just left your city water connection is your potable water tank. Open that up, hook your hose up, turn that on, treat your hot water heater the same way. Just remember, when using potable water is when you're going to want to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when hooked up to city water. It's already pressurized. All right, we're all hooked up to camp. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit here. Potable water, you have a light for out here. That is your water pump. You can turn it on here or indoors. Black tank flush, we'll talk about that when leaving the campsite. City water connection. This is where you put your antifreeze in. Outdoor shower. Your potable water. And your already winterized water filter. Here's your drain outlet for draining your main waters when leaving, and here's where you'll dump your tanks. Coming to the back of the unit, here's your propane. Here's your power. The end of your power cord, 50 amp service, should you need it. Your convenience pack is a 50 to 30 amp dog bone, we call them. And if you need to plug in at home, your 30 to 110 dog bone or adapter that you can put on the end of your dog bone. Just use it accordingly. You don't want to run a bunch of air and everything when you're on 110. You do have a ladder here. Go up and check your seams. Maintain your roof. A couple times a year I recommend. Just caulk as needed. There's your backup camera. Your radiator back here. Again, your hot water heater. This is your furnace heat release. Your furnace is running right now and it's rather hot, so steer clear of that when you run your furnace. There's all your batteries, your battery power. This is your battery disconnect. This will come in important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide detector. And of course, your tons of storage. Other furnace heat release. More storage. Fueling station. We're finishing up cleaning your unit right now. You can lock your engine compartment. There's all your hydraulics for your slide mechanisms. Back around to your off-camp side. The fueling station and tons of storage as we get back again to your docking station. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Coming up inside your unit, get the broom out of your way. Just to the left, I like to start with making sure that you and everyone who's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway. Just left here is map light, which is this light right here. Turn it back on. Extend and retract this power step cover. Get out of the way of that. If you're setting here, excuse me. If you're setting here, you can take and run this all the way out. That button there. Give you a place to put your feet for the passenger seat. Run that back in. It's your second button. Below that, your entryway light. Entry steps, power. Below that, some other lighting. And then your battery disconnect. Talk about that later when we're talking about your carbon monoxide detector. As soon as you walk in the door, turn right around and open up this cabinet to your control panel. Start here, up here on the left, your exterior lighting. Here's where you run your awning in and out. Below that, here's where you turn on your water heater if you're hooked up to electricity. Can't really see that well in here. Here's where you turn on if you're hooked up to gas. In the middle is your antenna. Turn on your antenna when you're at the park. Here's your slide. If you're going to go to manual override, turn that on. And your slide control in and out. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. Here's where you check your tanks, your gas, your battery, your fresh tank. That's where you can check to see when you're filling up your potable water when your fresh tank is full. And your other tanks, black and gray tanks. Here's your power on and extend and retract. You don't want to run that out until your flap falls down to 90 degrees and you know you're out far enough. Your power control system, telling you everything, what everything is running off from. Right in your ceiling here is your smoke alarm. Your dash with all its typical controls. For your mirrors, power lights, drive, your leveling system. Coming back into the unit, you have a lot of individual lighting. Turn them back on. 110 here with your GFCI reset on there. Your induction heat. Self-explanatory microwave. 3-level exhaust on that, high, low, and off. And You do have a panel light. You have what's called a power tower. Lift that up, gives you a couple charging ports as well as 110s. Coming over to your fridge. Go through your options here, change your temperature settings here, and get your ice and water hooked up. Here's your television, all the remotes for the TVs, and this drawer here. Coming back into the hallway now is your thermostat. Turn it on to furnace. Furnace is running right now. We'll take it off from furnace. Change the mode to off, to cool. We'll hear your air conditioner kick on. There that goes. Auto, just set a desired temperature. Raise and lower your temperatures over here. You can change your zones, zone 1 and zone 2. Zone 1 will shut the furnace off. Lighting for in here. In your bathroom, I want to mention you got another 110 with GFCI reset. A lot of lighting highlights here. Plumbing. Just maintain it like you would at home, even more so because you're bouncing this house down the road. Things wiggle loose, just keep an eye on things. Your AC unit back here, your other television. You actually have access to the back of your TV here with the DVD player. Just want to mention when you travel to make sure that all doors are closed. This bathroom or this bedroom door, make sure that this is locked back somewhere. Here's your lock. Lock that up here. In your bathroom you also have a hand crank open power exhaust vent. That's controllable from here. Here's your lights for your shower. This is a temperature reader. It helps the furnace work better. Half bathroom here with a hand crank open power exhaust up in here as well. Bucket seatings for everywhere. Storage drawers under here. Of course, yourself will make into a bed. Show you how to do that real quick. Simply remove the back cushions as they're just velcroed on. I like to stand in the middle, gives you better leverage. Push your legs out, pull it towards you. And just that quickly you've got a nice full-size bed. Reverse the process again. I like standing in the middle, it gives you nice leverage for breaking this back down. And just that quickly you are back to a sofa. Your antenna up here, hand crank up, down for when you're at the campsite, or down is left. When you get to the campsite, crank it up. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. Just start back here in the bedroom. All this is on one slide, so I like to go through and shut off all of the lighting back here. Come here in the hallway and hit slide in. Now, first and foremost, you want to make sure that nothing's in the way of this slide coming in, that all of your dresser drawers are closed back here. All doors are closed. Just that quickly that comes in. Come out here. And come down to your doorway here. Oops, excuse me. These controls are up here. We're going to go to our first slide control in. That's going to bring in our sofa side. You always see the bottom end come in first because all the mechanisms are on the bottom. Very important. Make sure all cabinets are closed. Don't want nothing in the way of impeding these slides from coming in. They utilize every inch. Don't need to rip off cabinet doors down there because you didn't make sure they were closed before you left. Once that side's in, we'll bring in our campsite slide. If you're using potable water, we'll shut off our water pump and head out of the unit. I forgot something. We're going to again turn our key on. This will flash for a moment. Turn on our auto leveling system. Retract all jacks. That's going to pull up all your leveling jacks. Once it does, shut your unit off. Key back off. And head out of the unit. We're going to head back to our docking station. We're going to open up our low point drains. We're going to come around to our hot water heater. We're going to pull on this pressure release valve. That's going to start relieving all that water out. Once all that water is out, remember to push this back down or your door won't close. Then you can pull your drain plug. Also remember to close your hot water heater. Surprise, a lot of people forget. All of our waters are drained. Head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, take your sewage hose, run it down through here, 10 foot long, hook it up here, and pull our black tank. After the black tank sounds like it's no longer draining, you again take your water pressure regulator, hook up to your black tank flush. With your black handle open, run that black tank flush for a good 5 minutes. It's going to wash all the nastiness out of your black tank. Unhook that hose, shut your black tank, pull your gray tank. That's going to be your cleaner waters, your sinks and your showers. That's going to clean your sewage hose out for you. Store it in a nice sanitary place and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for the purchase of this sports coach. We hope you enjoy it for many years to come. Happy camping.